pole position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Canes will kick it away to start. Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Offense working from the pistol. On the run, it's Davidson. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback going straight.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll go 4 wide, twin receivers on either side on 2nd and 6. He wants to change this route. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on second down. Unleashes one deep. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Taking it the other way. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays, and you saw it right there on that interception to open this game.
To the air on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wants to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. You guys guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super...
Breaks into the open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Canes headed quickly to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Lyle. Headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Hurricanes! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
The offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense in a bunch formation. The give to the back. Finding open areas. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And that is the way you set the tone. Man, early and often. Here in the first quarter, getting your first sack. Nice job by this defense. They had 4 last week, and it's looking like today it's going to be more of the same.
The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator, giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and
turning it off. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Finds a spot in the middle. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Gators have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Caught behind the line. It's Davidson. It's a fumble on the play.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Davidson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Direct snap. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To throw, it's Lagway. Fires to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Touchdown, Gator! A great catch and run for 6.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Makes the grab. It's McCoy. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. And the Canes moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Lyle. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The Hurricanes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab outside. It's McCoy. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And just understanding where you're at on the field, make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch. Nice catch.
Trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the slump on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Odom. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty cost him a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They just keep firing. Looking to take a shot. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
To the air, it's Lagway. Fires to the middle. It's caught. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35. First down here for the offense. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Lets it fly. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Bunch formation for these receivers. RPO complete to open the drive. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Canes will hustle to the line. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and then speed on the outside makes...
Touchdown, Miami! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air. It's Lagway. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Now, these running backs are used to being split out in high school as a wide receiver, playing 7-on-7 as middle school and high school. You could tell how comfortable he was being a wide receiver near the sidelines. Didn't get nervous at all.
They'll run play action. Makes the grab. It's Wilson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
The Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. And the Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Snatches it on the right. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass. He's got him. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. The Gators, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Wide receiver comes in motion. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Here we go. They go to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll immediately call timeout. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Back to pass, it's Flagway. He got it. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Gators will try to pick it up on 4th down. They'll move the tight end. Reads it, fires complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Gator.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
One more snap coming before halftime. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got a man. It's McCoy. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give to the back. Plows through the defense. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now, what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And at this point in the game, you just can't say enough about how good the defense has been covering this guy. Coming into the game, they knew he was the critical factor for this offense with his skill set. But they have really been able to shut him down. They force another incompletion down the field looking his way. To me, that's one of the biggest reasons why they're winning this game.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Quarterback adapting. Catch in the middle, it's Lyle. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Caught near the sticks. It's Odom. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. And the Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. The play fake on first down to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy catch.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
To the air, it's Lagway. Under fire. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB. Finally getting some pressure. Finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. Off the play fake. Buys a little extra time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that 1st.
The Gators are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. He stops him at the 31, but not before he picks up 10 yards on the play.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
The Gators back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Grabbed behind the line, it's Jackson. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Wilson. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. A shot toward the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Now on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Lyle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Lyle. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up fourth.
A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Caught near the sticks. It's Wilson. Chopping up his defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw its flag way. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Bringing the heat. Extending the play. Touchdown, Florida! They move on top here in the fourth. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Going to take a shot on second and short. Stands in and takes the hit. He's got it along the sideline. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Canes want to move quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Going over the top. Grabs it inside the 15. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. They're going back to the ground. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2. Operating in the red zone here on second down. stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. This is a designed run. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's Davidson. Past the first down marker and still running. There he goes. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
And how about the wheels? Makes the big play. And listen, Palmer, when you mess up early in the game, you put the ball on the turf, you want to make it up, that's a great way to do it right there.
Yeah, he's been playing motivated, and this coaching staff, they haven't quit on him. They've kept him a big part of the game plan. He's paying off that confidence.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Gator! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Texas is down right now, but there is still a ton of football to be played. And for a program that ranks inside the top 10 all-time in wins, don't be surprised if they come back. They're trailing by 13 to Oregon. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Looking deep. Complete to the right. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. He's got it on the outside. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10. Lets it fly deep downfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there like the next.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Fires to the tight end. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out of the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Short field goal for the game. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.